everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are exploring one of the most freeing ideas for acceptance and commitment therapy, or ACT, called diffusion. I'll also introduce some metaphors that are useful in practicing diffusion. Our minds are always making thoughts, that's what they do. And sometimes we have thoughts of doubts, memories from the past, hopes for the future, but often we don't notice the thoughts, they come and go. And thoughts can quickly take over our focus, especially when they're upsetting. And during these times, we might get so caught up in one thought that it's hard to think about anything else. And when that happens, it's called being fused with our thoughts. And diffusion means learning to unhook from your thoughts so they have less power over what you feel and what you do. We can focus on observing how we think rather than what we think. And diffusion can help you to step back and see the thoughts as mental events, words, pictures, and sounds, and not necessarily the truth. And it's not about fighting or replacing them, but noticing them and choosing how to respond. It's like having a Teflon or non-sticky pan mind. You notice the thoughts, but you're not fused with the thoughts. And we're going to be looking at some few simple metaphors that can bring this idea to life. So first of all, the metaphor is the sky and the weather visualization. Here you are the sky and your thoughts are the weather. Thoughts and emotions and sensation are like weather, clouds, rain, storms, sunshine. Sometimes sometimes our sky can be filled with storm clouds, but sometimes it's bright and clear, just like our mind. So no matter what, the sky is always there, steady and unchanged. And we can also think that our experience come and go, feelings come and go, but we are the observing self, the sky, that always remains the constant. The other classic metaphor is leaves on a stream. Imagine yourself sitting beside a stream watching the leaves float by. So each time a thought arises, you can place it gently on a leaf and let it drift down the stream. There's no need to push the leaves away or hold on to them. Just notice that there's a thought and let it flow past. Another one is the chessboard. When you picture a chessboard, you are the chessboard, and all those pieces are your thoughts and emotions. They are black and white pieces locked in battle. And sometimes when we are fused with our thoughts, we are one of those pieces fighting to win. But diffusion invites you to be the chessboard itself, the space that holds on to all those pieces. You are not fighting, you are just the awareness beneath it. You are the chessboard. So when there's a battle of your thoughts and emotions, just step back and remember you are the chessboard. It holds all the pieces, no matter who's winning or losing. Simply observe the battle or the pieces. And you are the bigger than those pieces, and you remain even and constant even the game changes. Another one that I really like is radio doom and gloom or radio mind. Imagine that your mind is like a radio, but it's broken and it never switches off. Some days it plays calm music, and other times it plays criticisms or forecasts doom and gloom. And just remember, just let it play in the background, the radio playing in the background, and you don't have to always listen to it. Sometimes just let it play in the background, but concentrate on doing what matters to you. So when the radio is playing something that's helpful, giving you advice, then you can tune in. But when it's playing those narratives and those theme songs that are criticizing you, that are pulling you back, that are not being very helpful, you can just focus on the task that's in your hand and that's something that's valuable to you, and just let it play in the background. You don't have to interact with it. And sometimes it's loud, but when you are concentrating on something that are valuable, sometimes you can kind of notice it phase out in the background. Another metaphor is the sushi train. I love sushi and I love taking my children to sushi train. And think of your thoughts as plates of sushi passing around on a conveyor belt. Some sushi plates are delicious, some are not very appealing. And so it's like that your thoughts are like that, and your brain is the chef in the middle that's making up those sushi plates or the different thoughts. You don't have to grab every plate, you can just sit and watch them pass by. Diffusion is like that. Thoughts come and go, and you are the one who choose which ones to engage with. So observe your thoughts going around and around, just like on a sushi train. Next is the passenger on the bus metaphor. Imagine you're the bus driver heading towards what matters to you. The values, right? We talked about the compass, life compass. Maybe it's connection, growth, kindness, and health. However, you have those passengers in the bus that are sometimes yelling at you like, you cannot do this, you're going in the wrong way. You're not a good driver. Okay? So sometimes when you're wanting to achieve things and wanting to head in one direction, you might have the thoughts and criticism in your brain yelling at you like those passengers in the bus. But if you stop the bus every time they shout, you'll never get anywhere. And so diffusion means you acknowledge those passengers and say, okay, I hear you, but then you don't always have to listen to what it says or interact. You can keep on going and driving towards your values. Next is thanking the mind. Sometimes it helps to simply say, thank you, mind. When your mind is suggesting you some ideas or telling you or criticizing to you that you're not good enough, you might just respond to it by saying, okay, thanks, mind. I know you're trying to help. Just rather than engaging in a tug of war with those thoughts, just noticing it but just letting it go by thanking can be a very small but powerful act. It reminds you that your mind isn't your enemy. It's just doing your job, trying to help you or trying in its own way to protect you. To summarize in a brief way to practice diffusion, first, you have to name the thought. Say, okay, I notice that I'm having a thought that I'm not good enough, instead of saying I'm not good enough. So the small phrase, I'm having the thought that creates the distance between you. It's the Teflon pen. And then second, label the story. There is the I'll fail story again. There's nobody likes me story playing in the background again. And then third, just notice it but let it go by thanking it. Thanking the mind. Thanks, mind. You're being very creative today. But thanks, mind. I know that you're trying to help, but it's okay. And then fourth, refocus. Return your attention to what matters to you, the action that matters to you. Keep on driving towards the direction that you want to go. Be the person that is in charge of your life, no matter what kind of passengers, what kind of thoughts that arise in your head. And so to remember, diffusion doesn't mean your mind goes silent. It means you stop getting dragged down. You stop getting into the tug of war, the struggle by every thought that it produces. It's a freedom to live by your values and not by all the thoughts and fears that are produced by your brain. So if it resonated this with you, if this has been helpful, please give it a like and subscribe for more videos, and tell me in the comments which metaphor spoke to you the most. So remember that you're not your thoughts, and I hope you keep on driving to the life that you want. Take care, and I'll see you soon.